Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited. So if you know me, this is not my first ever YouTube video, but it's my first return to YouTube video. So I've done YouTube videos in the past and I deleted the whole lot because I didn't like the videos. So, so this time I'm gonna stick to it, starting from scratch. I know I'm not looking my best, no makeup. This is me, no filter. It's 30 degrees outside. At least I put some Vaseline on my lips. So, without further ado, oh, before that, actually, like and subscribe. Obviously, you guys want to be getting the notifications because I am going to stick to this consistency. So I'm gonna try to put out a video every 2 weeks, and it's gonna be fun. I'll leave my Instagram somewhere and you guys can follow me on there as well. But today's topic, without further ado, dating as a single parent, single mom, single dad, whoever the child is living with full time. How do you date? How do you do it? Do you do it? You know? So basically, so I'm Maya, and I am a single mom. I have a 2-year-old toddler, which you can probably hear in the background. He's supposed to be in bed. Give me 1 moment, please. Thank you. So it's about that. Yeah, so I'm a single mom to a 2-year-old boy. And I don't know what he was crying for. I opened his door and looked at him and he just looked at me. So yeah. So dating as a single parent, to me, the idea of it gives me anxiety. I've been single basically since my son was born, before that actually. And like, let me say, officially everything locked off from my son was maybe 2 weeks old. So yeah, and so I've basically just been single all this time. He's gonna be 2.5 in October. So yeah, I've been single that long, and the thought of dating gives me anxiety, like proper anxiety. Like, it's whew. So I dipped my toe in the pond a couple of times, about 5 times, and retracted that toe quickly. And on two occasions it just kind of fizzled out. Like there was nothing. Sometimes you just don't gel. But on 3 occasions, like, these was just some questionable guys. So first one, by the way, because I'm going to be referencing age, I am 29 at this point, and so yeah. First guy lived with his mom, in his 30s, living with his mom, but he had like a couple businesses, so I thought, all right, cool, let me see, you know, what it's about. I don't usually like dealing with people who live with their parents because I'm quite independent. I've been living on my own since I was 20. So the idea that someone's still living with their parents in their 30s is very, to me, but you know, he seemed to like be doing a lot with himself. So it's like, okay, cool, let me see. So his mum went on holiday, and so he was in the house by himself, and he said, oh, let's meet up. I said, all right, cool. I was still living in London at the time. He was living in North, I was in South. So he said he'll come down to South and we'll find somewhere to go in South. I said, all right, cool. So we agreed on a time. I got ready. Time came. I don't hear from him. It's like, okay. And then about half an hour later, he calls me and he's like, oh, I've just left the house. Like, what do you mean you've just left the house? We agreed on 2 o'clock and you're leaving home at 2:30. Why are you late? Oh, because my mom's not here. I had to make sure all the windows and the doors were locked before leaving the house.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Again, I've been living on my own since I was 20, and it's never taken me an hour to make sure my windows and doors are shut before leaving the house. I don't know. Am I dumb? Anyway, so that's the excuse he gave. So I didn't meet him. I was like, well, you might as well stay home then. Like, try and tell me it took you an hour to make sure some windows and doors were closed and you're leaving late. Please don't waste my time. And yeah, so that was that. Next guy, he you know what, we gelled at the beginning, like the conversation was good, and then he just became rude. He would WhatsApp me and be like, you know, good morning, how are you, how's your son? And then I'd reply, I'm good, you know, how are you? And he would just leave me on red for days, just leave me on red. And then like 3 days later, he would just repeat the same thing. Hi, how are you? Good morning, how's your son? Why are you not acknowledging, first of all, you left me on red? Second of all, like, what is this behavior? And he did that a few times. So after like the third time, it's like, you know what, 3 strikes, you're out. I'm not interested anymore. I'm not going to be responding to you. He did it a couple more times. I didn't respond. And then like 4 months afterwards, he called me. I was thinking, why is this guy calling me? I answered, yeah, but I made sure to show my annoyance in my voice. And he's there talking all cash. Oh, how are you? How have you been? You know, we need to meet up. I'm like, well, I don't even live in London anymore. I've left London. Oh, really? Oh, where do you live? And I'm like, look, I'm actually busy right now. I don't have time for this conversation. I'm busy. Oh, okay. Well, call me when you're free. I didn't call him back, obviously. And then last month, was it last month or the month before, he called me again. Now a good 9 months has passed. Why are you calling me? Why are you calling me? I'm not going to answer your call.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
So that was that guy. And then the third guy was more recently, back in April. He was eager. He was an eager beaver, and this boy just doesn't want to be in bed. I'm ignoring him. So lost my train of thought. Eager beaver, yeah. And so he was all like, yeah, I really like you. One day we're going to get married. I'm going to be your son's new dad. And I was just there, you know, easy. I've learned in life that when a guy is too eager, there's something wrong, yeah? So I didn't say anything. I'm an observer. I'm not confrontational. I observe, I, you know, collect the nuggets of information that I need. So I just let him keep talking, you know, telling you, obviously I know his name, what he does, where he lives. And once I had enough information, I you know, whipped out my laptop and did my research. So yeah, so I did my research, and it was very easy actually. It didn't even take me long. And there was his Facebook page, married man with 3 kids. And I was like, I knew it. You think you're going to be mates? Anyway, so old me back in the days, Maya, would have immediately called and cussed out. I said, I'm not cussing anyone out. Why must I waste my energy? So I noted down his wife's name, his children's names, everything that I saw. I made a note of it, and then I just, went about my business. Anyway, so he got in touch with me, talking, general conversation, and I can't remember how I managed to flip the conversation, but I remember saying something along the lines of, oh, I know more than I let on. And then he was like, oh, what does that mean? It's like, oh, I just, I know stuff. I don't always say what I know, but I know. And then so he was like, oh, what do you know? What do you know? I was like, I know stuff about you. And then he was like, oh, what, are you a witch? I'm like, nah, I just have my ways of finding things out if I want to find something out. And then he was like, oh, okay, so what do you know about me? So, I made, a little banner. I was like, yeah, your name is ha ha ha. And, laughing, ha ha ha. And I said, and your wife's name is X, Y, and Z. These are your kids. You just had your anniversary 2 weeks ago. And everything else. I just, listed my stuff. Do you know what it is? He can hear me talking and he's upset that he's not involved. He needs to go to bed though. Yeah, so we're ignoring him now. So, yeah, so that was that, I told him happy married life and blocked him. So yeah, dating for me is a long thing and it just makes me anxious. It really does. And the thing is, I would like to have another child. I really would. I don't want to just stop at having one child. He needs a sibling, so I need to date at some point. I need to meet someone at some point. But the whole idea of it is just like, oh, headache. Like, the time that I've been single, these 2 years, have been the most peaceful time of my life. Do you know what I mean? I've never been so at peace. Like, all my old relationships before I had a child and all that, it was all just headache. So it's just, I think as well, because I don't have any good memories of being in a relationship ever, so I think that's as well adds to the anxiety. But I need to at some point get back out there. I need another child one day. I don't want to get a sperm donor. I would like to know in human form who my child's father is, and if he turns out to be a waste man, that's between him and God. So yeah, but I don't know, it's, pray for me guys, pray for me that one day, not today or next week, but one day that I will meet someone and Dean will get a sibling one day. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. If you got any comments, comment below. I'll put my Instagram up here again if you want to give me a follow, and subscribe so you get notified when I release my next video. Sorry for all the interruptions from my sunny son. And thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.